Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a look at this new tank that I just set up down here in the fish room. I think you guys are definitely going to like it, man, so make sure you stick around for the full video to check that out. But first, I kind of want to give you guys an update on the fish room because a lot has changed over the last few weeks, and I know I haven't filmed much down here in the fish room, so we'll go through and take a look at some of these tanks and see what has changed, because we got some new fish down here, some new babies, and some new projects that I'm working on, and then I'll show you guys the new tank. Over here is a new project that I'm working on. This is going to be an all-male peacock and half tank. So I currently have a few species of fish in here that I already had in the fish room, and I'm going to be going out in the next week or so and picking up some more nice males for this tank. So you guys can let me know in the comment section what type of species you think we should get. I want to get like a lot of red and yellows and some really nice colors, so definitely going to be working on that, and we'll dive more into that in the next week or so. Over here, we still got the 60-gallon with our beautiful Giardini torpedo, and we have the nice Tiger Oscar Raider. They're the only two fish in this tank that got a name. Everybody else is doing good. I went ahead and put the silver dollars in here. They seem like they're doing a lot better in this tank. And then we still have the green tear, the chocolate cichlid, and our severums in here as well. All these fish are going to be getting a big upgrade. Can't spoil everything, but I have some really nice plans coming for these fish, so I can't wait to bring that to you guys. But for right now, they healthy, they doing good, they eating, and that's really all that matters. Over here, I want to show you guys some new fish that I just picked up yesterday, actually. These are some albino pearl scale angels, and they're currently in this tank that had the exodons, but I moved the exodons to a different tank, and we're going to be turning this into this angel tank. And I got these guys from a local guy here in my area. He was pretty much giving these fish away, and I just couldn't pass them up, and I had to pick them up. Like, look how beautiful these angels are with them red eyes. My girl said they the devil. I don't know about that. They're not that aggressive, but I really like these guys. And they're also in here with some new fish that I picked up at the fish swap a few weeks ago. These are some South Americans. We'll talk more about them as I start working on the build of this tank, but these are some amazing fish as well. Really like their personalities, and they get beautiful as they get older. So we'll definitely start diving into that. We're going to build a beautiful aquascape for these guys in the next week or so. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that and give me some ideas on what type of scape we should do for them. Our pleco, guppy, and snail breeding tank has been a success. As you can see, the plants in the hornwort is just growing like crazy. The vow growing like crazy. All the plants are doing great. But we also have some snails. You can see right there, the snails have laid a little clutch, so we should have some mystery snails in the next couple of days. I've already took out two batches of baby plecos out of here, so I got tons of baby plecos that I'm growing out in the fry rack system, and then these guppies are just taking off like crazy. Nice fat females right there, even starting to get some males that's showing some colors. Where the daddy at? He's somewhere. But yeah, that's his little son now. He trying to hit his mamas. Ain't that something? They crazy, man. But they are producing like crazy. And I got tons and tons of babies. They all just hang out inside the hornwort. It just produces. Really beautiful tank. This tank is still looking great as always. Probably my most stable tank down here in the fish room. I went ahead and put the pearl angels in here. Really think they look great in this tank. And they are here with just these eyeball tetras and different type of fish that I have had over the years that I just, don't let them die out. I just take care of them. We got some rosy barbs in here, which I really want to breed these guys. I've had spawned them in the past, but I just haven't really worked with them lately. But this tank is doing amazing. We even still got the coolie loaches in here. I see them every now and then when I feed, but they kind of hide for the most part. And I think we have a few corridors in here as well. Even we have a Julie in here, a little African cichlid in here as well. So this tank is doing amazing. And eventually I think I want to try some different fish in here. Just haven't really decided on what I want to do yet. All these big boys over here doing good. They're going to be getting an upgrade along with these guys. Like I said, just make sure you stay tuned for that. We still got the Texas, the Starry Night, the Pikes, the Jack Dempsey, and we even got our Skull Salmon here, which I really love that fish. Can't wait to really showcase him the right way. And then we also got a nice sun catfish back here. He's super big too. I wonder if he'll come out. But he is super big and chunky in there. The 40 breeders right now are currently just housing Africans and kind of oddball fish. Got a nice little breeding project down there I'm working on with some Africans. We'll talk more about that as days come. Over here is a new African tank I just set up literally today. I wanted to do a yellow and blue African cingulate tank. So I got the yellow labs. I think we got a male Kenya in there. And then we have some electro blue Johannes and some white tail ACIs. And I kind of wanted to have like a planet African cingulate tank. So I kind of used some bits and pieces of some plants that I had in some other tanks and kind of made a little scape out of it. And I really like this tank. Once it clears up, it's going to look absolutely phenomenal. Right now, still a little cloudy because I just set it up today. So you guys let me know in the comment section that I take a W on those. I definitely think I did. Now this is the new tank that I just set up. This is the new 60-gallon aquarium. You guys remember I had set up the black water tank in the same spot maybe like a month ago. That tank ended up leaking on me and I had to move all the fish over to this tank, which they've been in here for quite some time. We got our tiger angels in here. We still got our little black ram looking good. He's just so dark you barely see him. And we still got our L44 king tiger plecos. My faves. Get out the way. They want to see the plecos. They don't want to see you. But yeah, we still got all 8 of those guys. They all scattered throughout the driftwood and the rocks. Still got all those in here. And I'll probably end up upgrading them to another tank here soon. Right now, they've been doing so great in here. They don't want to move them. So they in there for right now. But I had to pick this tank up. I seen it on the Facebook Marketplace for dirt cheap. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick this tank up. And I'm going to showcase my heckalites in here. I think these are probably like my most beautiful fish down here in the fish room. I mean, look at this male right here. There's no special lighting, no color grade. I just got a regular old shop light on this tank. And look how beautiful this fish is. I mean, it's just amazing. So I've had these guys for quite some time. I've never really been able to showcase them the way I wanted. So when I seen this tank, I said, you know what, I had to pick it up. So I set this tank up maybe like 3 or 4 days ago. It's a simple setup. I just have some driftwood in here. And there's no rhyme or reason. I just kind of just threw the driftwood in here, and I kind of want to make it as natural as possible, but I want it to be a little bit tall as well. And I think I was able to accomplish that. And then I just have some river pebbles throughout. Nothing special at all. I kind of just want the fish to be the main focal piece of the tank. And then I put a few pieces of Java fern in here just to give it some greenery. And maybe I'll add some more down the line. Still got the koi angels in here as well, along with some smaller sevens that I've been growing out for a little bit. Decided to put them in here as well to bring a different element and color to this tank. But I definitely think this is one of my most beautiful fish down here in the fish room, and I'm glad I was able to showcase these guys the right way, because I've had them for quite some time, probably like almost 2 years I've had these fish, and I can finally showcase them the way I want. So you guys can let me know in the comment section, did I take a W on this tank? I definitely think I did. Let's see if I got some food. See if we can feed them real quick. There we go. Get them a little bit of food. Just beautiful, man. I feed these guys a lot of pellets as well. Just beautiful, man. I love these fish. I don't know what it is about them. And now they're in this taller tank. This tank is super tall. It don't really show too well on camera, the size of this tank, but it's definitely tall and big. And these fish are definitely loving it and enjoying it. So hope you guys enjoyed that. But let's keep moving. I want to give you guys an update on that little new rack system that I just set up right here. This is all for 20 long. Still got to set that tank up, and just got to get some fish for this tank. But in here we have my multis in this tank that I've been keeping for quite some time. I just wanted to put them into a 20 long. It seemed like they did better in 20 long. And I just really wanted to kind of like showcase them in this tank. And I think it looks amazing. So we got a nice batch of these guys, and they just living it out, living their life. And I can't wait till they really just take off and start breeding. I can't wait for that. I think down here we got some more Africans down here living their best life. Probably going to be selling some of those at the next fish swap. And then over here, let me show you guys this real quick too. Our electric blue cars have laid some eggs. So you can see there's tons of little babies right there. They just hatched maybe 2 days ago. And I got another batch that hatched maybe like 3 weeks ago. So these guys are breeding like crazy. and I can't wait to start growing these guys out. I know there's a lot of people on the channel said they want to get those, so this tank is still looking amazing. I'm going to be setting up a nice tank for these African jewels because I want to start breeding them, but I just haven't got around to that, so maybe we'll make that a video and I'll showcase that on the channel as well. This tank, it looks good, but it ain't doing the best. We got some plants ain't looking good, still got hair algae, but the fish is healthy, and that's really all that matters to me. But the tank ain't really up to par to my standards, but it looks great. It looks great though. So that's what's going on in here. Down here, tons of babies. Let me see if I can turn the light on for you guys. Tons of babies. We have tons of Williamson blue lips, African cichlids down here growing out, like probably like 60 of them in there. Tons of those guys. The same thing over here, tons of African babies in here as well, growing out. And then I got a whole other rack system full of babies. It's just a lot, man. So just wanted to give you guys a little update, and I especially wanted to talk about this tank today because I think this is amazing. And like I said, you guys can let me know in the comment section, did I take a W on this tank today? Because I definitely think we did. And I got a lot more content coming for you guys, a lot of stuff you guys have not seen. So make sure you stay tuned, turn your post notifications on, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out of here.